network connection. God, this is gonna be one weird show, isn't it? Alright, let's snuggle in here.
Tiki, you want to be our guest?
Oh my god.
Be our guest. Be our guest.
How are you gonna tip this person?
You can't tap online?
Damn it.
Just.
Brantley's dead left.
Yes, edit.
Debut.
Yes, edit tip now, or you can tip at the door. Yes, edit tip now. Weird.
Look, I get to be weird, really weird, at least once a week.
And
I
Wednesday
found
is
this
definitely your day.
You guys are my weird crew. I get to be as weird as I want. That's why I surrounded myself with really weird people, and there's no doubt the show is gonna.
You did that, that's for sure. Alright, fine.
Alright.
Ordering an epic pizza right now, guys. Billing zip code 33458. Is that your zip? No. Yeah. Alright.
So but we can't monitor the Facebook, so
Nope.
we can't tell. Hi everybody! You're far away this time because our Facebook Live on our computers.
Oh, we can get on the computer. Here.
Oh, you can tap into it.
Mm-hmm.
You tap into it.
We can tap.
You tap that Facebook Live.
Oh my god, we gotta get serious here, Trav. I'm still adjusting my mind.
Share. Hello, and welcome to the Epic Love Radio Show. Welcome to episode 63. Wow! I can't believe it. My name's Travis Suit, and I will be one of your interesting hosts for the evening, along with my other two partners in crime here in studio tonight. We have a very special episode because we're hopped up on a little bit of Inlet Properties' very own Jeremy Howard Special Brew Coffee.
Yes, we are.
To my right, in the purple and chalky corner, with a little bit of pink chalk on her back from our Epic Love wall, I've got the one and only Blair McKnight, ladies and gentlemen. Hey!
Hi, everybody.
Where are you, Blair? Where's Blair?
I'm here. I'm right here in Love Street, in Jupiter, with you guys, having fun.
Loving it up.
Yep.
Here in Jupiter.
Yep.
All right, and in the blue corner, behind microphone number 1.
Yeah, actually, you're one of them.
Oh, what are you?
6.
Behind microphone number 6. The man with the jokes. DJ J. Son.
You keep changing the name.
I'm
That
trying
was
to-
Joker, and
Yeah, we're getting there.
All right.
We'll find
I like Jay the Joker. That's
Jay the
good.
Joker.
Jay the jokester.
All right.
All right. So, do you want to jump right into it?
It's up to you. It's your show.
Yeah, go for
I'm
it.
waiting on pins and needles over here.
Yeah,
Let's
so
go.
that's-
I can't wait every week.
So we got 2, or we'll do one now, one later. Or
You can do 2.
All right.
Yeah, double
All
down.
right. So why did the Invisible Man turn down a job offer?
I don't know.
He couldn't see himself doing the job.
I was
man.
thinking. I was like, you couldn't. Yep. Good one. I like it.
I was never gonna get that, but I really wanted to.
Number 2.
Did you hear about the superhero with the lisp who constantly works out?
No.
No.
He's Thor.
I like that one.
That one's
That's
cute.
a good
I
one.
do like that one.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Jason.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in Facebook land, and thank you for tuning in every week. We love when you like and comment and share because it shows us that you care, and sharing is caring.
Yes.
Here at the Epic Love Radio Show, where we share inspiring stories of love through action.
Yes, and if you want to be notified of when we go live, like us on Facebook, and you will get a notification.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have a very inspiring story of love through action to share tonight with an incredible woman named Carla Naden of Animal Synergy. She's a calling guest tonight, so unfortunately we couldn't have her in studio, but we are excited to have her on the air because she's got an incredible story bringing so much compassion and love to the animal world, our friendly and furry friends who we care for so much, our companions in life. And yeah, this was a guest that, Blair, you found her on Instagram, right?
Yes, so I have been following Carla on Instagram for quite some time now because what she is doing with her nonprofit is similar to what I would like to do in the future. I'm a huge animal lover, and I want to see all dogs be given a fair chance that they deserve. So I've been watching her, following her, and I just randomly decided to message her one day, and I said, hey, I've been watching you, which thinking back now is kind of creepy, but
I'll be watching you.
yeah, I've been watching you, and I really love what you're doing, and I have this radio show that we do. It's all about sharing inspiring stories of love through action. We have a lot of people on the show, but no one has been on the show yet related to animals, and I would love for you to be the first one.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, great job. You do such a wonderful job finding incredible guests on the show. And if anybody out there, if you have an inspiring story, somebody, it could be your mom, it could be your daughter, it could be anybody in your life. They don't have to be well-known or famous. They just need to be, have that powerful story that has that meaning. We invite them to come on the show. We want to invite you to open that door for them because, we all have a different path, and it's so great to be able to learn from all these different avenues on how we overcome our obstacles and persevere through adversity. So please definitely share anybody out there in your sphere or world that has an inspiring story to share. This is the Epic Love Radio Show, and it's brought to you by the Piper's Angels Foundation. And our mission is to support and improve the lives of families in the cystic fibrosis community. And we do that through various programs you can check out at pipersangels.org. And this is our way of showing love and compassion to the CF community, inviting others in to share their inspiration, to inspire our CF warriors, as well as sharing the inspiring stories of our CF warriors so other people can be educated on cystic fibrosis, and we can spread that awareness in what we do with Piper's Angels and our mission. So thank you for all the support. And thank you to our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. Our show, our events are brought to you by all of these incredible sponsors. And one of those top sponsors is, with my nifty cup here, my reusable cup, Bahama Boat Works. Thank you for your huge commitment this year and being there in so many different ways. Cheers to you. Also, thank you Secor Island Lines, Certera Wellness, Margaritaville, Hensler Financial, Vertex Pharmaceuticals, Halo Talks, Flying Fish Board Company, ABC Financial, HCI Health Career Institute, Dixie Vodka, Respirtech, Peter Marcus Coaching, Talent Stoke Tanker Oil, Power Design, and Vertical Bridge. Thank you to all of you amazing sponsors.
Yep, it's quite a list.
Speaking of Dixie Vodka, did you happen to have one of the black pepper flavored Dixie Vodka Bloody Marys at the appreciation party on Saturday?
I sure did.
How was that for you?
It was delicious, so delicious I had two.
Really?
I sure did.
Was the second one as good as the first one?
I think it was better. It was really good. I very much so enjoyed it.
I did as well. I had a Dixie Vodka Black Pepper Bloody Mary, and it just makes it taste 100 times better than your average Bloody Mary mix.
Well, I already like a spicy Bloody Mary, so it just gave it a little bit of a bite.
A little bit of a kick.
Yeah, a little bit of a kick, and yes, I give it 2 thumbs up.
So when you're ready for a new kick in life, try Dixie Vodka Black Pepper flavor. and your Bloody Mary.
Or Inlet Properties coffee.
Oh man, we might have to make this pre-show coffee a regular.
I agree.
I'm feeling
I
pretty
like
good
it.
right now.
So speaking of the pepper Bloody Mary, should we talk about the appreciation party?
I think we should.
We're
I think
jumping
it's
out of
time.
order, but that's okay.
No, let's just do it.
Okay, cool. So, how was it?
It was exhausting for me.
For you,
I
right.
spent all week working on that event, and man, let me tell you, there's one thing I've realized. Not gonna lie, this is just honest, Travis. The difference between 35 and 25 when you're producing events is different. When you get towards the end of the week and Friday comes and you think this is when I should be like, man, I'm feeling really good, that surge of energy. I was like, man, I really want to nap.
No,
I
Fridays
really
are
wanna-
awful now.
And like unloading the van, loading the van, like, that's why I'm so grateful for all of our volunteers, because it's so much stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like even that was to me a kind of a simple event. I mean, compared to the crossing, right? But there's still so much stuff. And I mean, my sister Nikki, huge shout out to her. She spent hours and hours working on those awards with me, right? Like we had to find and sift through all the photos, which her and Ayana did. It took dozens of hours. The awards, really trying to, I mean, do you know how hard it is to narrow down from hundreds of participants and people and staff and volunteers the most meaningful 25 awards? And luckily we have some outstanding individuals, so it does kind of cream of the crop in terms of these outstanding things do kind of stick out. But yeah, it's so hard because there's so many awards that I would give. But it is my favorite event of the year. And it's because I get to stand up there and just really pour out my gratitude for everybody who helped make it happen. And so yeah, it was really awesome. The whole vibe. The Hilton, Narissa at the Hilton, they took care of us so well. Big shout out to them. It's Hilton on Singer Island. And yeah, what did you think?
I thought it was great. I thought there was a great turnout. I enjoyed the award ceremony as well. I thought it was fun listening to all the things that people did throughout the year. Some of it I didn't even know about, so it was kind of cool to learn about different things that people had accomplished throughout the year in regards to the crossing. And I really enjoyed it. I had a Bloody Mary in hand and was really just enjoyed the day. We went down to the beach. I think we were at the beach all day. I was exhausted too, I'm not gonna lie, and I didn't even do too much. So
Yeah, it was a
good.
hot day. I mean, it was broiling.
Yeah.
But we survived, and we did it. And had a great crowd. The awards were fun. Had that beautiful painting by Carrie Bainham that we auctioned off. The Paddle with Purpose painting. Big thank you to Margaritaville, Dixie Vodka, Hensler Financial, Bahama Boat Works for all their contributions.
Who was the photo booth?
The photo booth was Mir.
That was really cool.
Mir is, you look them up online, you can find them on social media or their website. Mir is a really sophisticated photo booth, and it takes beautiful photos, and it's super fun. They print out immediately, and then they have these devices that you can then send to yourself. Is that what those are?
Yeah, that's
Is that a new product on the market?
That's what they are, yes.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, I'm a little technologically slow.
Including coffee making. That's on there as well.
Yeah, so that was a hit. Everybody loved the photo booth.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, but thank you to David, Michelle, Brantley. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We love the support
Yes, we do.
and the love.
And if we look a little funny this evening, that's because we're having some technical difficulties. So you're viewing us from my lovely cell phone right now, so we appreciate.
We look a little pixelated.
Yes, we do. A little bit. Well, I think it's just on my computer we look pixelated. I don't think we look pixelated everywhere. So.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I think we're
Stop acting mechanical.
I think we're good. So.
But yeah, this is an example of one of the awards from the appreciation party right here. This was for Jeremy's team, Jeremy J-Dog here of Inlet Properties. So this was honors most creative fundraiser award. And he got 2 awards. He got this one as a part of his team, and then he got the Rally Factor Award, which was a new one. And the Rally Factor Award was given to the individual who was most enthusiastic in recruiting his community of friends and family and people, and really, rallied multiple teams and sponsors and held multiple events, and it was awesome.
And is the home of the Epic Love Radio Show, so we appreciate him.
Show is.
Show is.
Yep. So.
What else?
What else?
Fundraising update. $643,996 from the crossing.
Wow,
Yep.
It's up from the last time I checked.
Yep, that was just a few hours ago.
That's because it's the final days. People are feeling the pressure of making sure they hit their minimums.
That's a good thing to put out there. When is the final day?
Yeah, July 31st.
Wow.
Got to hit that minimum. No, because of the fundraising minimum, people have to put down their credit card, so they don't want to get dinged if they haven't hit their minimum. It's kind of the deal, right? But almost everybody has hit their minimum, and we've had some great success. Obviously, with the largest fundraising in the Crossings history.
Wow.
It's amazing, and it pushed us up over this year's fundraising pushed us up over $1 million in total fundraising since the inception of the Crossing. And I tell her, that is what has, built this platform of advocacy that we have in the CF community to really be able to stand up and have a voice and fight for these families. And that's what it is. It's that simple, and
yep.
I feel really proud of that. So, exciting. So, you put on here, Travis cuts his hair for Wigs for Kids.
This was a big deal, people.
Did it?
I mean, you had a lot of people watching you cut your hair today. And how many inches did you cut off?
So it was about 16 inches total. But 14 is what they needed for Wigs for Kids. So we selected Wigs for Kids specifically because Wigs for Kids doesn't charge the families and the kids for the wigs. Some of the other organizations, which is understandable. It costs like anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 to make those wigs. Like, it's a labor-intensive process to create a wig. So it's understandable that the other organizations have a business model where they sell them, but it's been a dream of mine, honestly, to do it because it always seemed logical. You can grow your hair for free. If I was a kid and I was going through chemo or I had, any kind of condition where I had hair loss, I would be super grateful to get a wig, and I think it's one of those super basic things that we can do that a lot of people could do, kind of like being a donor. It's so easy just to make on your driver's license to be an organ donor, and you can make such a huge difference. You can save somebody's life. You may not save somebody's life with a wig, but you can definitely improve their experience, of life, quality of life. So it was a goal, and it took a while to get there. I mean, it took me, from the time I stopped cutting my hair, 3 years to get to the point where it was long enough to cut it and donate it. But there has been quite a bit of a response.
There has been quite a bit of a response. So Travis decided to do this live on Facebook today, cut his hair off, and the number of viewers quickly rose. Tons of comments. Some people cringing, some people crying, some people happy.
Yeah.
Some people telling you to shave it all the way.
Yeah, dye it black. I got a lot of interesting
mullet.
commentary.
I saw
the
the
mullet, the reverse mullet.
comment.
It was a lot of fun, to be honest. It was, and part of that was a strategy to kind of head off the shock factor, because everybody knows me with long hair, so I just thought, well, why not just put it out there now? So that way then, when people see me, it's kind of like when you saw me. You walked in, you were like, I saw it earlier. It's like, that's what I'm hoping for, because I don't want people to be, Travis, you cut your hair. And be like, yeah.
Oh my God.
OMG. But enough about my hair. Moving on. So now I have short hair. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to Brittany Duarte, who is the young woman who cut my hair. She's a hairstylist, and she does a fantastic job. She's based in Palm Beach Gardens. If you guys have any questions, you can reach out to me, and I can give you her information. She's amazing.
And then this is
Hello. There's a pizza delivery, folks.
Pizza break.
Yep, we got a puppy barking. That's Tiki. He's the local studio dog.
The master.
He's pissed he didn't get introduced at the beginning.
You forgot.
Yeah, we forgot to introduce Tiki, but so also Blair, last night, Blair, she's actually sitting here. You can't see her, but where's Blair?
She's getting pizza.
If anybody out there has any questions or comments, you can drop them in the comment box. We appreciate it. Thanks, Tim. Thanks for the compliment, Michelle.
There's Blair.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. There you are. All right. So the Back to Nature event that took place last night was incredible. This was kind of put together and rallied as a part of this bigger raffle that we're doing for this Expedition Bali trip. It's a yoga trip retreat down to Michael Franti's resort in Bali. Incredible opportunity to win. Look people, if you're listening right now and you haven't bought your raffle tickets, you've got like a 1 in 150 chance of winning an all expenses paid trip with airfare to Bali.
Yes.
And
I shared the link on our Facebook page right before the show, so it is there. So you just have to go and enter. And at the end when you're checking out, it's really cool because they'll ask you for like $3, they'll give you 9 extra entries. So you can get extra entries that way.
Yep.
So it's easy.
Not only do you have an incredible chance to, you have the best chance to win a trip like this you probably ever had in your entire life because the odds are so in your favor. But also by participating, you're helping to sponsor a CF Warrior to go on this trip and talk about a lifetime bucket list trip. It's going to be pretty incredible.
And we've got Carla calling into the line right now. I hope we're saying her last name correctly. Naden?
Hi, Carla. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Carla.
Hi.
Carla, are we saying your last name correctly? Naden?
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the Epic Love Radio Show, Carla.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so fun.
No problem at all. And thank you for your patience with our technical difficulties this evening. We so appreciate it.
Oh, I experienced a lot of technical difficulties, so I totally understand.
Me too. That's so interesting. I'm a little slow on the technological front, but that's okay.
So Carla, this is Travis that you're speaking with, and my name is Blair, of course. And we are really excited to have you. Like I was telling you on Instagram, you are our first person we've had on the show that is doing good for animals.
Oh, well, it's such an honor. Thank you.
Yeah. Good stuff. We're really excited to have you.
Wonderful.
So the name of your organization is Animal Synergy, right?
Yes.
And why did you pick that name?
Well, the whole idea, you think about synergy, it's all about coming together, right? Like we're synergizing. So if we all come together as humans, as people, we can help the animals in such a greater level than if we do it by ourselves.
I love that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So,
yeah, it's just love and collaboration and kindness and synergizing.
Now, where are you based?
In California.
What part?
San Diego.
Oh, right on.
I love that
California.
area.
Yeah.
Is that where you're from?
No, I'm from Baltimore.
Okay.
So what brought you over to California?
I have lived multiple places. I have lived in Florida. I went to started school there. Then I went to Montana to finish school. Then I moved to Seattle, and it only seemed right to either go out of the country or go to California.
Awesome.
I wound up here.
So take us back. And what began the journey for you to the point that brought you to creating this meaningful organization and mission?
Okay, well, my father became extremely ill, and he has since passed away. And I had this opportunity to start a nonprofit, and the opportunity came to me from Emma Clifford, Animal Balance, and Byron Moss from Ben's Veterinary Clinic. I had met them when I went in on islands. We were doing sterilization programs like spay neuter. Anyway, I digress. So they presented this opportunity, like, why don't you start a nonprofit for older animals? Because you really seem drawn to them. And I was like, I don't know. I got to think about it. So I presented it to my father while he was ill, and he said, try. I want to see you try
Wow.
He presented this opportunity. He's like, and I wanted to show him. I wanted to show him that I could do it and make him proud. And now I do this in his honor.
Wow, that's really special.
So was your dad then an animal lover as well?
He loved animals for sure, but nothing like this.
Yeah. Well, that's incredible. So what was some of your previous work history then? Nothing to do with animals before that?
I always had animals, and I was always finding animals that were injured or sick or street dogs. You know, and I had volunteered with a lot of groups, but I was a graphic designer by trade.
Okay.
That's what I went to school for.
Yeah. So tell our listeners, what is the mission? Like, what is the core focus of what you do?
Okay, well, Synergy, Animal Synergy, we also go by Synergy Animal Hospice. We work with super seniors, special needs, and hospice animals who have run out of time at animal control. We are a last resort rescue.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty unique thing, because I've never heard of anybody taking that role on.
Well, definitely, I didn't want to recreate the wheel, right? There's so many rescues out there doing amazing things, but what if we created this, provided a platform, show people how it's done, and they can start doing it. And since then, a lot of rescues have popped up and work with special needs and super seniors, and it's amazing to see. That's the only way we're going to help animals at a large scale.
Right.
So I'm trying to picture it. So how do are you doing this nationwide, or are you just doing this in California?
California and Bend, Oregon. Our nonprofit status is in Bend, where Byron is, and Southern California, where I am.
Okay. So how do you hear about these animals that need your assistance?
Oh, I'm contacted by Animal Control.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then
Go ahead.
also other rescue groups or people that are just love animals will hear about a case, typically that's pretty horrific, and they contact us.
Very cool.
So give me an example, a story that you're really proud of.
Okay, where there is a dog who's since passed away, but his name was Amaze Bob.
Amaze Bob.
Yes. Well, he kind of bobbed, and he was amazing. So we were contacted about him. He was in the Los Angeles area, and he was rescued from a pretty horrifying situation, and his hair was so matted that it had self-amputated 2 of his legs.
Oh, man.
Self-amputated?
Yeah, and the hair had grown around it so tight that it slowly amputated itself.
Wow.
Yeah, so he came to us. The legs were here. He had the medical care. He was groomed. He just had like a bunch of other factors going on. You know, worms, fleas. His mouth was a mess. Everything was a mess. He had 2 legs, and he became amazing. So we took care of the medical, okay? And then it was his back leg and his front leg, but it was on opposite sides, so he could balance.
Oh, wow.
If you think about it, he had been living like that for so long that
Yeah.
he was actually just using 2 of his legs. And the crazy thing is, we couldn't see it. A bystander would only see a dog that is completely matted, and that's horrifying. But you would never have known that his legs are amputated, well, 2 of them, because he was getting around just fine. But we took care of all the medical. Medically, we got him stable, but his soul was shattered, and he was traumatized, rightfully so. So we gave him time. The whole idea is to give these animals patience and love them madly and provide them with the very best medical care. But the soul is something else. So you have to love them as though they are your own and you are theirs. And over time, it could be 2 weeks to 4 years. We've had those type of cases, but Amaze Bob slowly began to heal, and his spirit came back, and you had this 2-legged dog bouncing around, bobbing around, and he was amazing. And then he was adopted, and I took him to Colorado, where he spent out the rest of his life.
Wow.
That's beautiful. So while you're caring for these dogs with these special needs, where are they staying?
With me or in foster care, I take the most extreme of the cases. Like, if we don't know if they're going to make it, they stay with me, typically stabilize them, and if I feel it's in their best interest, then we'll go into foster care. But we're foster based. Sometimes forever fosters, short-term fosters, long-term fosters. We do something called foster clustering, where we rotate amongst 3 families for 2 to 4 weeks. And then we keep rotating that as cyclically. That way, people can experience and learn and create their own little communities. And then everybody is able also to have their freedom to go on vacation and whatnot and not experience burnout. So, quite proud of that. And people are so happy it creates their own community. So that's kind of what we do. Foster clustering, fosters, and I take the really, really sick ones.
I've never heard of foster clustering. That's really interesting.
Yeah, we started it, and then we've had Marsh and Lionel's Legacy is doing it as well. We kind of established it together, so it's been really rewarding for both us and the animals. And it's really awesome to empower other humans to then empower other humans.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Do you have a photo of Amaze Bob that you could share with us?
I do.
I would love to. It was a boy, right?
Yeah. Do you want me to send it to you now?
No, yeah. Later we'll put. I'd like to share it on our page.
Oh, absolutely. I'll give you a before and after as well.
Yeah, please do. There are a ton of amazing stories on your Instagram page
Oh, thank you.
that I love following. I was watching Lily, that little cutie. Oh my gosh, so cute. Lily, was that right? Am I saying that?
Yeah, lovely Lily with the amazing Lily.
Yes. I was watching that one. I mean, just so many great stories. So, how long have you been doing this?
About 5 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Now, is this your full-time job?
Oh no, it's strictly volunteer based. Nobody gets paid. I make a living doing art.
Okay.
So, we've been doing it for 5 years, and that's kind of how we roll.
Where can we find your art? Did you have a website?
I do. I just started. It's mulletpony.com. There's all ponies have mullets. And
Mullet pony?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's cute.
That's the haircut you should have went with, Travis.
I know. I got.
You have a mullet?
No. Well, I did when I was like 11, but I have really long hair because I've been growing it out, and I always wanted to donate it. So today was the day I cut 14, like roughly 15 inches off, and we're donating it to Wigs for Kids. So, but yeah, I had some encouragement to go with the mullet, but I didn't. So.
Oh, well, I think mullets are amazing, and that's so kind of what you did.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it's free to grow your hair, so I thought, well, it'd be good to grow it and give it.
Yeah.
It's amazing it grew that long.
Yeah, it just kept growing.
Well, people were constantly asking him how he got his hair so long, and he said, "I don't cut it."
Yeah, like, I don't know, I just don't cut it. It keeps growing. Anyways, so, well, that's cool. I'd love to check out. So what type of art do you do?
For a living, for my bread and butter, I do animal portraiture. So people send in a photo of their animals and words that they're choosing, colors that they like, and I create portraits of those animals using mixed media.
That's cool.
I
I've got a
love it.
project for you.
Oh man, I was
I
just
would
gonna
love
say.
that project.
I've definitely got a project for you.
Yeah. So Carla, one of the reasons I was so drawn to you is because I have 2 little guys of my own. My first little guy I've had since he was very young, about 9 weeks old, and he's been incredibly spoiled, and it shows. And my other little guy I got when he was about 2.5 years old, And when I got him, he had been in a hoarding situation with over 30 other dogs. That was just the dogs. There was a ton of animals in there. So he really was kind of messed up because of it and had a lot of anxiety issues. And the place I was staying at the time had a dog door. And he was, while I was at work during the day, he was sliding on his belly under my fence, and he was getting out of the yard every day. So I was terrified because I lived right by a busy road, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to get run over. So I was almost getting to the point where I was feeling selfish for keeping him because I thought he was going to get hurt. So I started blocking off the dog door, and I started caging him every day. And I had to start calling him Houdini because this dog flipped the cage over, scooted the bottom out of the cage, and then would get out the bottom of the cage because it was wider caging. And I was like, so I was coming home, and he would be standing at the door waiting for me, and I was like, what is up with this? What is up with this dog? He is such an escape artist. And he was tearing up furniture a little bit. I mean, he was really just going through some separation anxiety issues and not really understanding that this was his new home. So a lot of people were urging me to get rid of him. I cannot get rid of animals. I just feel so responsible. So I just figured things out. My dad, who's so amazing, actually went out and tethered the fence down into the ground. I mean, we did everything we could to make sure that this dog was going to be safe. And eventually he stopped. And I mean, but it was months. I mean, I want to say it was almost a year before this dog stopped. And I started thinking to myself, I was like, gosh, like anyone else who had this dog, most people would have returned him. Because, you know, he was tearing up furniture, he was, you know, not understanding, he was escaping, he was kind of doing everything that would make someone take him back. And I started to think, well, that's horrible. You know, there has to be solutions for these dogs that have been through something traumatic, that have these anxiety issues, that go from their traumatic situation to a cage at an adoption center, which is traumatic on top of it, and then into your home, and then they're like, what's going on, you know, and they just don't know how to behave. And I just was patient with him and just loved him and, you know, started to train him a little bit, and eventually he stopped. But I don't think everyone would have done that. So that's why I was so drawn to you and what you're doing, because something that I would like to do is start a non-for-profit for dogs that have been through similar situations and kind of have an easier transition for them from a traumatic situation into a loving home, instead of traumatic situation, traumatic cage to home. I don't think that's always the best path for a dog. So that's something I would like to do in the future, so that's why I was really drawn to the work you're doing.
I love that. Anything I can do to support that, or anything we as Synergy can do, we're right here for you.
Yeah, I mean, so my whole vision is to purchase a home and a piece of land, and to keep you know, these kind of special needs dogs that have been through trauma, and just give them whatever they need, whether it's just a normal home and love and they just need to get used to that before they go into their forever home, or whether they need additional training or whatever that is. I just want to make it more of a home environment rather than a cage that they're thrown into.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And amazing.
Yes.
And you're going to do it.
I am going to do it. I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to do that. It is something I've thought about for a very long time. So it's people like you that inspire me to, you know, to continue to want to go after that. So thank you.
Oh, I'm inspired by just hearing this. So, like, right on. You got to be inspired by others as well.
Yes.
You can't do this.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's the whole point of the show too. We want to share what other people are doing so they can hopefully inspire other people. So
yeah, that's our goal. We share these stories to inspire others. You know, we share these stories to inspire you.
Yeah.
They're really remarkable stories too. Like that story of Amaze Bob. I'm never gonna forget Amaze Bob.
I've never either. I might use Amaze Bob to say something's amazing now.
It's I mean wow. And that's so much, you know, we talk a lot about it on this show, and, you know, so the Piper's Angels Foundation, we support families with cystic fibrosis, and we call them CF warriors because, you know, once they're diagnosed, they know they're going to have a rough road ahead, and they suffer through, countless hospitalizations and surgeries and so much throughout their lifetime. And, that suffering, there is a lesson in it. And, being with and around people who understand that, like yourself, and understand that no matter how far down the road, kind of in the CF world, they call it the CF wasting stage. It's basically when your body is pretty much at the end of the road. You can't really come back. You're not going to get back your lung function. You're not able to. You're immune to the antibiotics and things like that aren't working anymore for you because you've been taking them for so long. And I just see a parallel, and you get these animals who most people would give up on, and they're at the end of the road. But man, you bring them back from such a traumatic and dark place, and it's really beautiful.
And what a special thing too to give them, whether they have a day or they have 50 days or 5 years, make that the end of their lifetime just that much more special for them, and let them feel love and let them feel like what it's like to to have that person, because that's all a dog wants, is to have someone that they can attach themselves to and just admire throughout their lives and do anything for. And you're giving them that at the end of their life that they probably didn't have before. So beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. What you're all doing is amazing and beautiful as well.
So what advice would you give somebody like Blair or anybody out there who maybe wants to start an organization like this, or wants to help with Synergy? What would your advice be, and where could they go to find information and kind of reach out?
Yeah, how did you get started?
People, Byron and Emma, and people that know way more than me. I asked around to successful nonprofits like the Beagle Freedom Project, Love Leo, Rescue. You find people that you're inspired by, I would definitely say. But this is how I function doing it. You find people that inspire you, that just light that passion inside of you and make you want to be better and do better, and you pick their brain and you don't give up. And then you befriend these people who are amazing, and then you begin. To begin. That's one of my favorite quotes from William Wordsworth, I believe. Yeah, you just have to start. Find people that know more than you, and they're on the same path. That's what I would recommend.
Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense. I don't know if you can hear the barking in the background. That's our studio dog here, Tiki. He's cute. Yeah. 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 He would love to say hi to you right now.
I think you just did.
Yeah,
He
sure.
was,
He made himself known. He loved what you were saying. He was giving you your accolades, Sarah. That was.
It might not be like your typical road of finding out how to do something, but we're not typical. I don't know. We just do things a little bit differently. Where, I don't know. Like, also, it's all about love, and you can't pity any being.
Yeah.
And I would say it may be hard doing this at times, but you never regret it. You never think to yourself, wow, I wish I hadn't saved that animal and loved them madly and became their change. And in return, see what true beauty is and true love. It's hard, but you never regret it. No one ever says that. It's kind of like an analogy that's kind of ridiculous. It's like going to the gym. You might not want to do it. It might be kind of hard, but you always feel better after it.
Yeah.
These animals change you. They make you better at life. They teach you what it's like to be selfless. Also get through hard things and make you stronger.
Can you think of a particular situation or dog that just reaffirmed, I don't know, maybe did something that you thought they weren't going to be able to do or whatever, that just kind of reaffirmed what you were doing?
Yes. His name was Grandpa Joe, and he was so broken. I did not know if he was going to be okay with people. I was able to treat his medical needs as best as possible with a dog that will still always, be on meds and whatnot. He was this huge shepherd bear dog, and he had been found on the side of the road. And Hope for Cause contacted us, and it took 4 years for him to trust other people. He trusted me. But there was this shift that I didn't know would ever happen, where he became the biggest love bug and trusted everyone. And it was incredible, and I honestly didn't think it was going to happen. And he changed me forever, and he made me believe in the magic. And now I know everything and anything is possible, and everyone and anyone can be healed. It just takes patience and proper care and love.
Wow.
How often do you get the background story on the animal?
How many times do we experience that?
Yeah, I mean, how often do you kind of get their background? Sometimes you have no idea what their background is, and then they just found them on the side of the roads. But sometimes do you get their stories of what they've been through?
Typically not our cases. We have no idea. I mean, it would be great. Let's say people do relinquish their animals at the shelter. I would highly recommend, A, they don't do that in the first place, and they seek out help and resources. But if they do, B would be provide the medical history to the shelter. Give some information. It's so helpful to the rescues. But no, we don't ever. It's very rare if we do. Like, we know Maze Bob came from a situation of people that were living on the streets, that were addicts, and it was an animal cruelty case, and he was taken, and then he came to us.
Wow.
So we do know that. When I was telling you about kind of what Synergy does, we do have a kind of a mission, like a slogan, if you would like me to tell you what that is.
Sure.
Please.
Okay, so Synergy is love to the forgotten, comfort to the sick, care for the blind, deaf, and dying. Synergy is a rescue, hospice, and heart for the last days of old souls.
That's beautiful.
That is
And
beautiful.
we also rescue young and special needs animals.
Right, you're right. You don't turn away the young ones, just anyone who needs you.
We do compassion consulting, so people can call in and help them in the best way we can. We're Synergy. We work together as a community, even if the animal doesn't fit our criteria to actually be physically in our care. But we can talk to people and help, no matter what, figure out a solution. There's always a solution.
Yeah.
Right. And we only have a few minutes left here, but I wanted to make sure you talked about something.
People think about super senior special needs and hospice animals. We need to show them how beautiful and inspiring they are. We have to make them realize that everybody deserves dignity, that to be pain-free, and feel love at the end of life.
Mm.
And if you think about it, you want that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want that. And the animals deserve it. So let's teach society how to do it. Let's show them that it can be done. And they need to do it too. So we give them a platform. We give them the answers. We provide information. And then, if you have all this information at your fingertips, you can do it. Like, we have to have, the animals need us and we need you. So let's come together and do that. There's no reason it shouldn't be done. It is, if you think about it, easy. It's easy to love. So let's love these animals.
Yeah, and it's really unethical not to do it.
Yes, absolutely. Like, I would say the animals would never even entertain the idea of giving up on us.
Right.
Ever. Right?
Yeah.
So we can't give up on them. They deserve the same respect in return.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should see the way that dog that I was so patient with, and the way he looks at me and follows me, and it is just like he is my shadow, and I am his entire world. Like my husband, he's like,
Beautiful.
me, he is all about me, and it like we were talking about before, reaffirms that what I did the right thing and being so patient with him.
Absolutely, and your story is inspiring, so you share that and inspire others to do the same. You didn't give up.
Yeah, right.
And like I said, the animals wouldn't give up on us, so let's not give up on them. There's always a light at the end of this journey, even if it's hard. You get stressed out and feels overwhelming.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Carla. We really appreciate it. And I want to share your website so people can go and check you out. It's www.animalsynergy.org or animalsynergy.org/donate if you'd like to donate and help Carla out in her awesome mission to help animals.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
It's been an honor to be on your show.
Yeah, thank you, Carla. You represent definitely what Epic Love means, and it was awesome to share your inspiring story of love through action.
Yeah, and thank you everyone for listening. And this episode will be available on Spotify and iHeartRadio as podcast.
Right on.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Carla, you still there?